How's it going, everyone? It looks like Gyökeres deal is about to be done. Medical is imminent, and also the Mosquera's announcement possibly gonna be today or tomorrow, or maybe over the weekend. We've got a lot to talk about. Welcome to the Gooners Press, where I talk about Arsenal's transfer news and other football transfer news in the footballing world. If you're new around here, you know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button. It goes a long way in helping me out, and it's also free. Just click it, and yeah, hope you guys are keeping well. There's no better place to start. Gyökeres, the deal is finally done. Medical is finally going to be booked. It is reported that the medical is going to be booked for Friday, not today, tomorrow. Arsenal have finally agreed. We've agreed a deal. Everything, paperwork has been exchanged, as you guys can see here. Fabrizio Romano, as per usual. Breaking news, Victor Gyökeres, new Arsenal player, as every document has now been approved and exchanged. Arsenal and Sporting complete the process with formal authorization to travel for medical in the next 24 hours. Gyökeres coming soon, and as you guys can see there, yes, Victor Gyökeres is going to become an Arsenal player very, very shortly. As I said, even Ben Jacobs reported that the medical is scheduled for Friday, and there's also reports that after the medical, Gyökeres will be traveling over, if not to Singapore, but probably Hong Kong, to meet up with his new teammates and the rest of the squad. And maybe he might be in contention either for the Newcastle game or for the Spurs game over in Hong Kong whilst they're doing their Asian tour. So yeah, it's almost over the line, and soon enough, everybody, we're going to be seeing the mask at the Emirates. And I'm expecting, whatever the announcement is going to be, I don't know whatever ideas that they're going to have, he's going to have to do the mask. Honestly speaking, let's be honest, it's iconic. Everyone's calling him Glock 9, Gyokeres. And there's debates as well within the Arsenal fan base in regards to what number shirt should Gyökeres have. I'm going to put it out there to you guys. What number, if you had to choose, should Gyökeres be given the number 9 shirt, or should he be given the number 14 shirt? There's been reports to suggest that even the number 17 shirt is available as well, but currently he's wearing the number 9 over at Sporting. And as we know, Jesus is wearing that number 9 shirt. There's been some fans in the fan base saying that Jesus do not wear that shirt well, and apparently that shirt also owed some bad luck from previous players that's worn it as well. And however, the number 14 shirt can be a bit too heavy for some players since Thierry Henry. So I'm going to put it out there to you guys. If you guys had to choose, what number shirt should we be giving to Gyökeres? Should we be stripping Gabriel Jesus off that number 9 shirt and giving it to Gyökeres? Or should we just give Gyökeres that number 14 shirt? And as I said, there's the number 17 shirt that's also available. So let me know in the comments below. But this is an exciting signing. As we know, we've been waiting for this for ages. We were hoping he would have been able to join up with the squad before they traveled over to Hong Kong and before we played AC Milan yesterday. If you didn't watch it, that was a great game to watch. Nothing new, nothing exciting, but everyone did what they were supposed to have done. We won, obviously, in 90 minutes, and they did a penalty shootout just for the fans, as per usual in this kind of pre-season tours. Outstanding performances from Bukayo Saka, as per usual. We expect nothing less. Max Dowman, another player that obviously showed what he's worth. Ethan Nwaneri as well, coming back from the Euros under-21s with England. And also Kepa making 3 fantastic penalty saves. You can call it a pre-season, but it is what it is. It still made 3 penalty saves. So, yeah, great at the moment. And the medical for Gyökeres will initially be booked eventually, and hopefully we'll be getting that done and getting it over the line. And hopefully we can make an announcement very, very shortly. If not within the weekend, hopefully by next week before we play Spurs. That would be a fantastic announcement, I'm sure, for the Arsenal fans. The other one is Mosquera. What is going on with Mosquera? And then, as we know, he's done all his medical. He's passed it. I mean, there was a bit of a hiccup in regards to his medical, so I've been told, or some delays in his paperwork in order to finalize that move to Arsenal. However, he's traveled over to Singapore, and if you ever needed any evidence to suggest that Mosquera is an Arsenal player, this is it. Look at that. Right there, Mosquera alongside his Spanish teammates in Zubimendi, David Raya and Kepa. If you ever needed any proof to suggest that Mosquera has signed for the Arsenal. This is it. This guy he captured them out, I'm assuming, at the shopping mall in Singapore. And there you go. You can see Mosquera just there over the top of this guy's head. Yeah, we're just basically waiting for the official announcement when it comes to Christian Mosquera. As I said, he's done his medical. All the media work has been done. We've seen some leaked images from last week, and it was a case of just finalizing all the documents, and it looked like this is done. He's over there with the rest of the Arsenal squad. He's probably already training as we speak and as you're watching this video, and it's just a matter of time. If not today, there are speculations to suggest that they may or may not. Arsenal might make the announcement, if not today, possibly tomorrow. So that is going to be something to look out for today, and I will be doing a video on that as soon as Arsenal drops that video or that announcement. Make sure you are subscribed and you turn on your notification bell, because obviously I will be doing my welcome video for Christian Mosquera. Now, looking at other potential, so I haven't watched the game yesterday against AC Milan. It's quite evident that we need a new left back, right? Not new left back, a new left wing player, apologies. And there are speculations to suggest that Arsenal have been having conversations with Eberechi Eze's camp. The talks are still ongoing. Again, there are speculations to suggest that apparently Eze himself has been telling some of his family members that he's going to be moving to Arsenal. And we don't know yet exactly what's going to be going on with Eberechi Eze. But if it was up to me, as I said, it was quite evident yesterday that Arsenal, we need a new left wing player, if you ask me, because having watched that game yesterday, it was very evident that Martinelli was not sharp. Trossard played okay, but it looked like he's picked up an injury. Reece Nelson came on and he looked really, really good. But again, there are speculations that he will potentially be moving on, potentially, if not to Fulham, maybe. Apparently, Crystal Palace are also interested in signing Reece Nelson. So it's something to look out for. It's something that potentially will be going. But my question is, are we actually going to be going for either Eberechi Eze or Rodrigo? So we're going to need a new signing when it comes to the left wing. And also, let's see what exactly is going to be happening in that regard. However, in today's news, there's something that is breaking the web today. It is speculated that apparently Alexander Isak has told Newcastle that he wants to leave. And this is it here. Dave Ornstein reporting that Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle. He was absent from the Celtic friendly, I think that was like last week. And now he apparently is going to be absent from the Asian tour. It's reported that the Swedish wants to obviously explore his options. He could have stayed at Newcastle possibly to get an improved salary. Potentially, there's been reports to suggest that he's asking for salary up to about £300,000 a week. But again, these are all speculations. We don't know what's true and what is not. And you can see it here also on the Athletic, saying Alexander wants to leave Newcastle. He's asked not to go on the pre-season tour. It's there in the article. It goes on to read that he wants to leave. Multiple sources have basically said he wants to leave and has reported the situation and the story to the Athletic. The Swedish international is going to be absent from the Newcastle pre-season friendly and the Asian tour as the 25-year-old is exploring his options. Now, the question is, who's going to be able to afford or who's going to be signing Alexander Isak? Personally, I honestly believe that this is a signing that if Arsenal was able, I know we're getting Gyökeres, don't get me wrong, that is a massive coup. But if Arsenal really want to show them that we are back and they want to actually go on to win stuff, if I was Arsenal, I'll be going all out. I will be going all out because it's been reported that Arsenal can potentially spend over £200 million in this transfer window and still be within PSR and FFP. And if you think about it, again, a lot of people have been linking Isak to Liverpool, considering Liverpool have just signed Ekitike. He's a striker. They've also signed Florian Wirtz. They've spent almost £200 million on those two players alone, let alone Gyökeres, let alone Frimpong. They've spent almost £300 million already, almost, probably £250 million, right? on 4 players. Then it's a question of, if Liverpool were able to get Isak over the line, how are they affording this? And it's going to be a case of maybe Diaz might be leaving and they're going to probably get about 60 to 70 million pounds for him, which potentially will enable Liverpool to be able to afford an Isak. Can they also afford the wages, you ask? I don't know. I don't know what the situation is like over at Liverpool, but I don't think this is going to be an easy transfer for anyone, because we are getting Gyökeres. Liverpool have just signed Ekitike. There's reports that suggest that Chelsea are signing Hato and Xavi Simons, or Simon, however you want to pronounce it. And I know they're trying to sell Jackson as well. They've made a couple of signings. They just seem to keep spending money. And honestly speaking, if Arsenal and the Kroenkes really want to put their foot in and say, you know what, we are serious and we want to bring Arsenal back to the winning ways, if they were able to get Isak over the line in this current transfer window and Isak becomes available, if he becomes available, there is no way that Arsenal should not be in that conversation. It would be criminal not to include Arsenal in that conversation of signing Isak in this current transfer window. And honestly, if the Arsenal board, the manager, the Kroenkes are serious about winning titles next season, they need to go out and get Isak as well as Gyökeres and show the world we are serious. Because I tell you this, if Isak goes to Liverpool, forget it. Forget everything next season. They would have signed Ekitike, Isak, Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, Gyökeres, plus the players that they already had that won the league last season. You're having a laugh. There is no way Liverpool will win everything. They will become the new Man City and wipe everything from Champions League to FA Cup to Premier League to Carabao Cup. You name it, Club World Cup, they're winning it all. So if Arsenal really are serious about this, I would also be going for Isak. It would be criminal not to be including yourself in that negotiation or putting yourself at that table if and when Isak becomes available. Because the speculations all over today, the big news today is Alexander Isak wants to leave Newcastle. And Arsenal, you want to win trophies, so you have to be at the table when the conversation starts. So those are the news for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Where do you think Alexander Isak is going to end up? Should Arsenal also be going for Alexander Isak, considering that Gyökeres is also coming through the door as well? Let me know in the comments below. And as per usual, guys, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll be on once Arsenal announce Mosquera. Best believe I'll be dropping a video in regards to that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It is free, guys. And until the next one, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Have a good one, Gooners.